Hey guys, um, coming at you guys with another video. This is, I'm doing a small series on just the Jackal Revoltage rods, just because they're one of my favorite rods. This is the second one that I'm going to do. It's the 6.6 long solid tip. It's a casting rod. It used to be my finesse rod, but now it's kind of more of my, if I take it to the creeks and I want to muscle fish in, but in a smaller application, that's what I'm kind of using it for. Um, you can do a lot of things with this, but let's go ahead and start tip to butt. So this is long solid tip. It's not your traditional medium rod. It is definitely more of like a medium heavy acting rod. It has an extra fast tip, all backbone. The tip has a little bit of flex, so you can run certain baits that you'd have to run on a truly medium situation, um, if you alter some of your other methods, kind of. So, um, long solid tip, stiff, extra fast. Build wise, kind of smaller guides, raw material exposed on the blank, and then smoothed out with the Revoltage logo there in yellow, like it traditionally is. And then you have a metal lug nut style honeycomb. It's really cool. Ergonomic seat, uh, trigger, fancy foam, really grippy rubber that just kind of, again, one of those situations. I love how they made this short so that it can hug your forearm and impart all the sensitivity that this rod has. On it, I have an 8-to-1 Daiwa Alphas spooled up with 10-pound BFS spec by Jackal. As you guys know, I try to keep everything Jackal just because I'm a fanboy. But it accepts up to 18-gram lures. And so, like, as you're going to see in the video, I use, kind of surprisingly, on the heavier end of finesse lures, like a 3/16 ounce Tokyo rig. That one has a 3-inch fish roller by Ray Japan. Really killer bait. Really cool combo. I was very surprised by it. And then, like on here, as you can see, I have it rigged up with a finesse Texas rig, 1/16 ounce tungsten bullet weight, one EWG hook, and on it right now, I have a small fluke. But you could do like a doe live beaver. You could really change it up to whatever you want. Um, I love this combo in this just because it's so versatile. Like, I can really just change out the type of bait I want to add to this, and this can be very versatile. I can move the peg stop up and kind of have the weight more free swing, or how I have it is just a little bit of movement on the bullet weight so that the hook is more flexible. Um, it was a really cool video. I was surprised. I walked a large part of the creek and kind of found some cool spots that I'll be revisiting. Um, I really cannot speak more highly of the Jackal Revoltage series. Um, really cool rod. Uh, Paired up, if you wanted to do like a finesse chatterbait, like a 1/4 ounce or smaller, lighter, you would just loosen your drag, and then when you set the hook, it would give more line out, so you're not like ripping the lips. Um, you could use treble hook baits, but again, you're just loosening your settings, and then that way the rod's a little bit more forgiving. But single hook baits is kind of what I prefer to use with this. More of like a power fishing situation, but on a finesse scale. Really cool. I like it a lot. Uh, I have sentimental attachment to this rod because it was one of my first Jackal Revoltage rods. But is it my favorite? Is it the first one I pick up? It's not. Um, it's just one that I like because it surprised me. I thought it was going to be a finesse application. It definitely can wrestle a fish in. It surprises you. It is a really cool, like if you want to miniaturize everything you do, whether it's flipping, whether it's Texas rigging, um, or Tokyo rigging, it's just cool to downsize and still be able to catch really decent sized fish. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I'm still learning. I really appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, message me, ask me. Alright guys, continuing my Jackal Revoltage rod series. Just wanted to talk about the 6.6 medium Jackal Revoltage rod. Again, this yellow matches the 6.3. Has the gripping potential boost, or the GP boost handle. The other big difference about this rod is that it is the long solid tip model. And what that means is when you get the bend, where is it? When you get the bend, it's going to be very, very quickly that you hit backbone. And so what I've found this, and I have it paired up with a Daiwa Alpha's reel that, as you can see, I dropped. But what this is really good for is for those situations that you have single hooks. And here I have the Raid Japan paddle tail underspin swimmer. And so we're going to try it out. We're going to run it. The water's kind of murky. And we're going to see what this Raid Japan swimmer can do. And then we'll go from there. So that's what we're going to start with. And then we're going to go through some Finesse Tokyo rigs, some chatterbaits, and more of that sort. I think a big fish just crashed over there. Okay, so lost my lure. So up next is the Raid Japan fish roller on this Finesse Nico rig. Alright, first fish on the Raid Japan fish roller. Nice small largie. Man, one of the toughest days I've had so far. I don't know if it's because of the crazy weather or what. And I thought I was recording, that was the kicker. But got one on the books. Yay! Got one. Yes! Oh my god. This is a tank for a creek. Look at the size of this. I'm trying to get better lighting. Look at that beautiful smallie on the fish roller by Raid Japan. Let's release it. Alright. One more fish. And then we'll switch. There's a couple more single hook baits I want to try before I'm done with this trip. So I'm just kind of letting it scrape bottom.
Oh, oh. Almost had another one. And this material is really soft. So you don't have to worry about hook penetration or anything like that. You can rig it weedless and then know that it's going to penetrate once it's time to set the hook. So I'm literally scraping the bottom with the weight. I can feel the bottom scraping on the weight, and then I'm also curious to see what I'll want to switch to. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my God. Yes. Oh yes. On the fish roller again. Look at this beautiful specimen. Nice river smallie. Look at that. Man, I need to brighten up my camera. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's not the bait that keeps getting stuck. It's the hook, or not the hook, I'm sorry. The weight keeps getting stuck. And rightfully so, you have all this weight at the bottom just kind of hanging out, waiting to do something. Or just something at the bottom that can capture grass and gunk. Got it. The Nico hook, I'm very, very surprised by. Look at that. Just choked it. And what I was doing was sweeping the bottom. So again, I picked a spot and then I swept it along the bottom. And that's where I got the bite. Alright. Time to bust out the Jackal Brake blade. It is in the 1/4, but it is a finesse chatter. It's one of my favorite ones. It just flat out works. It's in a bluegill pattern. They make like 1/8, 3/16, and then the 1/4. Doesn't get stuck very often. That's because it has has two little balancers on the side right here. When you're putting on the trailer, you'll stick your fingers and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll get annoyed. But when it's coming over wood, you'll love it because it keeps the chatterbait from rolling. I'll come back across the spot with the Tokyo rig. Got it. Got it. Shoot, that was good. So, what I'm finding is that the chatterbait does better counter to what I know, which is like whenever you fish, you're supposed to throw with current, but I have been getting more hits against current. What a nice one. So I was changing, just walking back. I did the weightless Texas rig, or the weighted Texas rig, on a Jackal Clio. And we're gonna release it. So, just kind of a bonus smallie. Alright, of course every time I turn off my camera, I cast into a spot. This is a nice little largie. Again, on the Texas rig. And again, casting into a pocket over there, and then letting it fall, and then initiating a chase response. So again, this rod, for being a medium with the solid tip, acts more of a medium heavy, really, like an oddly small medium heavy.